was just wondering, being that I'm a big fan of Deadpool and Mac, or sorry, Rob was awesome as Mac, and It's Always Sunny. I love the Mac system. Move in after completion. Oh, I'm on. Damn. Oh, sorry. I was just shooting Ryan Reynolds, sliding into his DMs, seeing if you could hook me up for Wrexham away next week. Or next season, sorry, because looks like Spurs are going down to the championship. Shout out to Kaylee and Anthony, by the way. Nottingham Forest 3, Tottenham 0. Got absolutely slapped at home again. And it's same old, same old. No fight. No willingness to dig down deep. And the most disappointing thing is after the big point at Anfield the Sunday before, after a great performance against Atletico Madrid in the second leg of the Champions League, where it looked like we turned a corner, it's back to square one. One step forward, 22 steps back. And it's so disappointing because we all felt it in our plums that something could happen. I mean, you had all the fans congregated on the high road before the match. From what I understand, 10 to 15,000 fans were on the high road, gathered to meet the team bus, singing, chanting, blue and white smoke flares going off, just created an atmosphere to get the boys pumped. And to be honest, in the first half, you saw some good play. You saw them linking up. You saw them getting some chances. Probably unlucky not to get a penalty, but we were the better team until late in the first half, as Spurs have done plenty of times this season. I believe it's 18. We've conceded in the last 15 minutes of the first half. Right before halftime, we concede a set piece. Defenders switch off. People lose their man. And Forrest pop in, get the 1-0 lead into the halftime. And that seemed to reside us to defeat, because at halftime we took off Spence, we took off Van der Ven to bring on Bergvall, and I believe it was Muwani. And Forrest just knew how to completely sit back and pick us apart in that second half. Didn't look like they broke a sweat. They eventually took a 2-0 lead, and then at the end of the game, they made it 3. And it just by the end of the match, the fans were just booing the team off the pitch, and it was just back to head in hands. What are we going to do to turn this ship around? And I'm not gonna say anything negative about the manager, Igor Tudor, because right after the match, he just went right down the tunnel, didn't shake any hands, didn't communicate with it, just right down the tunnel. And it turned out that he got some news, must have been during the match, that his father, Mario, passed away. So now is not the time to talk about whether he stays in the job, whether he leaves the job. It's a little crass to talk about that. So I just want to send my condolences to him and his family, and hopefully they're able to get through this the best they can. But grief is a tough nut to crack. I definitely can attest to that. But what are we going to do? Because time's running out. We got a 3-week international break coming up. Hopefully we can get back Kudos. Hopefully we can get back a couple of our injured players. There's inklings of a rumor that Madison could be fit for the end of the season, maybe get a couple games in. So, I mean, he seems to be the type of guy who could come in and sprinkle some magic dust and maybe get us over the line, but by then it might be too late. It's Sunderland away in a couple weeks after the international break. Stadium of the Light, that stadium is always rocking. They just beat Newcastle away and got the double over them in the Premier League for the first time in a long, long time. So they're going to have the bit between their teeth, and they're going to be up for it. And I just don't know anymore, guys. they almost seem resigned to defeat. As soon as they concede a goal, they almost seem resigned that they're to defeat, that they're just going to give it up, you know. And again, where are the leaders of this team? Where are the players who are going to take the younger guys by the scruff of the neck and say, like, listen, follow me, I'll take us to safety. No one seems to want to take on that responsibility. No one wants to seem to take any take anything on their shoulders. So I'm really worried that we could be getting relegated the same year the Scum win the title, and maybe even more. I'm going to keep this one short and sweet today because I got plans later on. I'm wearing this Under Armour green. It's more of like a girl sweater, but today should have been, well, it still is, the 37th birthday of my best friend Laura, who unfortunately passed away in November of 2023. So I'm celebrating her today. You know, going to spend some time with her family and just reminisce about all the good times we had with her. So I'm wearing one of her favorite sweaters that I kept after she passed to just bring me some comfort. Because Tottenham sure as shit ain't gonna give me any comfort. But I guess on the bright side, I can award the second QOTW to the Tottenham Hotspur fans. Again, 10 to 15,000 people up on the high road. You know, smoke flares going off, singing, chanting, getting the boys pumped up. They did their part. Like, to have 15,000 people gathered up on the high road before a match with the season we've been having just shows that, like, the fans are invested. The fans have their teeth sunk into this, and we're going to be there regardless. So a big shout out to them. They get the of the week. I think next week, because there'll be no more matches for a couple weeks. I think next week I'm going to do like keeper heat, where I'll choose what players I keep and which ones I get rid of, and probably be on the fence about some of them. And then maybe the week after, I believe we'll be going into a match. I could be wrong, but I'll probably go through a list of like 2 or 3 people I'd like to see come in as manager next season. Obviously, depending on what league we're playing in. So until I talk to you guys again, until I am talking about yet another loss, I wish you all the best. I wish you all love. I wish you all happiness. Any comments, concerns, criticisms, drop them down below. Hit that subscribe button. Like the post. Share it if you want. And I really appreciate everybody watching my videos. I'm just noticing I'm getting a few more views here and a few more views there. So I'm excited. I'm a bit more comfortable. And yeah, let's keep it going. Let's go into the weekend and accomplish what we want to accomplish, guys.